You're listening to Creature Feature Radio with Nikki Casket, Bela Gacy, and Steve Morbid of 5 Cent Freak Show.
Alright, what's up everybody? I'm Nikki Casket.
I'm Bela Gacy.
I'm Steve Morbid.
And welcome to our third episode of Creature Feature Radio. It's been a little while since we've been able to fucking record together because of this whole COVID shit.
Yeah,
right?
2020 was wild.
Yeah,
But enough
you know,
of that already.
Yeah, enough of all that
like
shit.
happy
Fuck that
shit.
trash already.
We need fucking happy shit.
We're back.
We are back, and we are fucking stoked to be doing this for you guys right now. So, that brings us to our first order of business, guys. I wanted to touch base on phobias. What is, like, because we have played a lot of shows where we're fucking chasing fans around the shows. Like, I remember in Revelstoke, Beal fucking scared this girl out of the fucking community.
There's a lot of people with clown phobias.
There's a lot of with clown.
Yeah.
Clown is a common one, and I must say I love playing to that.
And you play to it, dude. You play to it a lot. You know?
To a point,
I think
though.
it gets off on it, honestly.
I'll scare them out after the show, though, is the thing. You got to keep them around long enough that they can hear the set, and then if it's just too much fun sometimes. It really is.
But everybody's got their fucking phobias, and I think even we do. I think even 5 Cent
the
Freak
freaks
Show,
of 5 Cent Freak Show,
we have our phobias. You know, so I wanted to ask you guys, what is your guys' fucking phobia?
I really want to hear Belos.
Yeah, let's hear Bilo. Bilo, you hit the floor first, buddy.
All right, well, mine's pretty fucking simple, actually. It's pretty common. It's a fear of open water. It's being, stranded out in the open ocean. It's that feeling of not being able to see land, being completely out of your element. And like I said, we know more about the outer space than we do about the fucking ocean.
Which
so
is fun.
whatever
Crazy.
the fuck is beneath you, it could be fucking.
But you feel like that in lakes and like any open bodies of water.
I'm a
right?
little better with lakes, but yes, it used to even
triggers
be
that phobia, right?
Even lakes will
It
still trigger
triggers
that
it, right?
phobia.
Like if you were in a big lake in the middle of it and you got dropped into the water.
Yeah, if I can see land, it's not as bad because I'm like, if it's life or death, I'll swim there. If I die on the way, then fine.
Right.
But it's that open water, nothing around, you're disoriented, you have no idea what's underneath you, and then sharks.
Yeah.
Right? Sharks, because sharks are the main predator, and that's the thing that kind of started the whole open water phobia. And that
Okay, how did it start?
Okay, because I'll just say, like, I've been in a lake and had like some seaweed tickle my toe, and it really like kind of rubbed me the wrong way, like kind of freaked me out, even though I know there's nothing in there.
Yeah,
but freaked me out.
You don't know.
Is that kind of what it's like, or is it much worse?
It's much worse because one thing can tickle your toe, and another thing is just going to come up and swallow you.
Well, because you're not in your element.
You're not in your element. You're fucked.
Like,
you're a human.
Yeah, exactly.
If you got on land, a cougar will fuck you up. But at least you have your feet.
And I got opposable. I got opposable thumbs.
You could do.
I got opposable thumbs. I can build walls and shit.
Something, right?
What started it, dude?
Okay, so I'd have to say that there's one specific point that actually started it. And it was back in the fucking day when we were taking swimming lessons.
Yeah, I remember.
And there was this one instructor. There was construction going on around. I didn't know at the time. I thought the pool was the bottom of the fucking building. That was it. But no, there's stuff around the pool. If you don't fucking know that, a lot of times at big pools, there's stuff around the pools. It was ridiculous.
I just learned that right
What
now.
do you mean? What do you mean?
There was like a room around underneath the pool.
I see what you mean.
And there were like windows out there. And anyway, so there was construction guys. There was construction working on stuff down there. And here I am swimming. I hear these noises in the pool because everything's amplified underwater. You hear it very clear. And I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. So I asked the swimming instructor, I said, hey, what's that sound I'm hearing? He fucking said to me, he said, it's a bunch of baby sharks. They're about to hatch and come eat you.
Wow, dude.
What a fucking
what
dick.
a cunt, man.
Word for word, verbatim, I'll never forget it. There's a bunch of baby sharks. They're about to hatch and come fucking eat you.
That manifested into you just having an overall fear of things in the water.
There were sharks
in
in the fucking hotel pool. I don't give a shit. There was a great white shark in the hotel. It was bad back in the day, man. It was. I shit you not. There was a shark in the hotel pool. If I went in there, I never fucking watched Jaws because that was only going to make it fucking
Yeah,
worse.
well,
I've
that's-
seen it since.
It's the worst when you're like a naive kid.
Yeah.
And you're super gullible, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's
You're
a
kid. Anyone-
naive adult.
Yeah,
I'm a naive adult.
Still
Yeah,
tell
that's
me
true.
anything, he'll fucking believe it.
But yeah, so that would be mine. That's the one thing is you know whenever we're flying anywhere and stuff like that, crashing over the ocean because that's the
Yeah.
point where you get stranded deep in your own out of your element and you fucked. So that's mine.
I
What
think stuff like that will stick with you for a long time, and that's where phobias come from.
absolutely.
Like I don't
Usually
know
it's-
so much if this is my phobia, but one time I was at the Botanical Gardens in
What the
Calgary
fuck
here.
is that?
What's
It's
it-
like, you know, it's a gardens where they keep the humidity and the temperature up so they can keep like tropical plants and
that's
animals.
where the rich people took their kids.
yeah, exactly. Like I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth.
And a
I
dunce
went with
cap
my
on your
cousin,
head.
right? And I touched a turtle. I touched this fucking turtle's back, like just his shell, because I was curious. And after I did that, he said, "Oh, don't touch that turtle." Did you touch it? And I was like, yeah, I touched it. He said, oh, what? Fuck, you're going to die now. He told me I was going to fucking die. My cousin, who's in fucking jail by now, and he's a total piece of
Oh,
shit.
so he's a good role model.
He was a good-
As is, he's a
But
good
he made-
role
I was
model.
this young, susceptible kid, and I thought the whole fucking day, I thought I was going to die, man. It was the worst day of my fucking life as a kid. I don't know if that has anything to do with any of my phobias, but I feel you on that. Like, if someone older, like an adult tells you when you're a kid some shit,
Yeah.
you're going to believe it, and it's going to freak the crap out of you.
You're gonna just undeniably believe what
Yeah.
they say. But so then, what is your phobia right now? If you had to be put in a situation that you for sure, let's say, would tap out, if $1 million was on the line and you were put in that situation, and you know for a fact eventually you'd be like, no, fuck this, I'm done. Too much, I can't handle it. What's the worst thing they could do to you?
Man, that's a good question. I honestly, I've been having a tough time because there's nothing that I don't have that like when I go to open bodies of water, I know I'm fucking freaked out, right? I definitely think a lot about getting buried alive, though.
Buried alive.
Buried alive is a pretty
That's
common
Definitely
one.
get, I
fucking-
think about that a lot. Like, or you see it in shows and shit, right? You
What
see it all the time.
What about it? Like, are you talking like Kill Bill when she gets buried alive? Like that kind of like fear of being like in the enclosed space, or
I don't
like,
think I'm super claustrophobic. I don't think it's that. It's being buried alive. The fact that everyone thinks I'm dead and in the ground, and I'm stuck in the ground.
So is it the starving to death then?
Yeah, like what? Or
You need to talk to Chris
suffocating
Angel,
death,
man.
that's a fucking wild. Yeah, I couldn't do
Chris
that.
Angel can get out of the fucking.
He's sitting
buried
right
alive.
beside me here, actually.
Oh, okay. Just
It looks like Skrillex.
Nicky Angel,
Skrill-
Chris Casket.
Chris Angel and Skrillex, their love child.
wow. Okay.
So buried alive for Steve. What, Nikki? And I'm sure.
I'm curious.
I'm
Okay.
sure
Really
all the
curious.
women are hoping to know what to scare you into
Fuck,
marriage
you know, there's
with.
nothing that scares me.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
Surprise
I'm a badass.
pregnancy.
That is actually that is a phobia. I think for any guy.
I think that's a
Yeah,
phobia
I
for
think so.
anyone.
Like, I don't think anyone-
For anybody, you know, I think that's a phobia. But honestly, it used to be flying, you know. But after our last fucking show in Philly with Dicky Devil, and we
That
were
was our first time flying together.
you know,
million layovers.
and dude, like we were flying right beside a fucking hurricane.
Yeah, honestly.
You know,
and of course, nobody knew. None of us knew that was happening.
Except Nikki.
It's probably-
Except the guy beside Nikki.
The guy beside me,
just
he
decided to say, so was it before we took off?
No, it was while we were in the air and there was a lot of turbulence. And the guy beside me, he like pulls up his fucking phone and he's like, "You see this like really red area and the white area?" He's like,
Such a
that's
dick.
the hurricane. I'm like, dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
I
Like,
would have just. I
I'm
would
gonna
have.
die. Like,
I would have rather just not known. I would have
Yeah.
been like, "Oh, this is just a rough patch.
Yeah,
We're cool."
and like the pilots were like, "Oh yeah, it's just like 10 more minutes of turbulence."
And
And we're
honestly,
like,
like, I-
well, none of. I don't
It
think
probably
any of
would
us.
have been better if we didn't know.
I was gonna say no one wanted to know that there was a fucking hurricane. We were because we like changed path for it, right? Like it actually,
the flight had to go longer
it
because
actually
we're
moved.
going around
Yeah.
a goddamn hurricane.
See, I mean, that'll toughen anyone
dude,
up.
but after that, I wasn't fucking like I was a cool fucking
You were
flyer.
so cool on the way back home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's when we were getting out of the States when all the election shit was going down. We were leaving like the day the election results were
In
coming
Detroit.
out.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of the States, go back to Canada.
We had like a 10-hour fucking layover too, which was insane. But
Yeah, that was.
But you guys were so much cooler on the way back, I think.
yeah, but
Yeah, I definitely ranked up on that one.
But so I wouldn't consider that my phobia anymore. But okay, this is gonna sound really fucking weak, but it's bugs, and not any bugs in particular. Wasps, man, fucking wasps.
Yeah.
So definitely a bug in particular.
Okay, yeah.
So specifically a bug.
It is a specific bug.
Yeah,
and
but
it-
you're not afraid of like other types of insects.
What about like
and stuff, right?
spiders and stuff like that?
See, not spiders. It's fucking bugs with like wings and shit.
Yeah,
and they
dude,
fly.
and they
like,
sting.
And
They
yeah,
fly and they sting.
Exactly. And
What about the
They're the
flying
perfect
spiders?
killing machines.
I have not ran into a flying spider yet. Thank fuck.
Google them; they're real.
Dude, I don't even fucking like.
You had a centipede though,
maybe
and that was pretty bad.
The worst thing you
Yeah,
can do is start
but it
looking
don't
into
have
your
wings.
phobias.
But
Yeah,
it doesn't have wings.
But it's the sound. You know, like
Yeah.
bumblebees, if they fucking fly past me in the summertime, that fucks me up, man. Like I'm fucking running for the hills. Like, and
Especially
I know
those
It's
giant
every
ones.
Yeah.
time we'll just be chilling
It's-
outside on the deck or something, and then you just Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, but what the worst fucking thing is because 5 Cent plays a lot of pre-COVID. We play a lot of live outdoor shows.
Outdoor shows.
Yeah, and I have my fucking death mask on. You know, I'm trying to be the biggest fucking badass there is.
Super hardcore.
You know, and there's a fucking wasp flying by me. Like, you know.
You're like headbanging, and then all of a sudden you just hear this in your ear. It's just like a wasp, or even like a fucking mosquito.
And he's running
like
off
they'll just
stage
like
screaming.
zip into your fucking ear. Oh god.
But with the makeup in the summertime, they get stuck in there,
They
right?
get the little ones. Then they're like the
Yeah.
little green little fuckers
The-
with the
like-
clear wings. And
yeah.
they fucking just
I
zip.
think they like the face paint too.
They crawl. They crawl
Yeah.
around in your face paint, and they're stuck there. And you have the choice of either leaving it die there, or fucking picking it off, and then you have this big fucking mark on your makeup the whole time.
And you don't want that. You got to be looking like, I want to look fresh for my fucking shows.
I mean, but
you
shit
know?
happens too, right? Like
Shit
sometimes
happens.
shit happens.
As long as we get to the place, the venue, the bar,
Looking good from there, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Shit happens.
fucking
Yeah,
matter.
because it
nice
goes
shit
downhill
happens.
from there.
it does. It does. The more you drink, the more you fucking play. You
Exactly.
sweat
The less
like
you
crazy.
care.
Exactly.
So I'm honestly surprised that there hasn't been a song on one of our live sets that you haven't had to just run off stage due to a wasp, because there have been around.
Oh, they have.
have been around, and like you're surprised you
Yeah,
toughed
so
it
far
out.
you haven't run off stage
Thus
screaming.
far, you have not run off stage, but
but I don't
I think
know
it would be
how.
really funny though.
It's the fucking grace of Satan himself. I don't know how that hasn't happened, but I like fingers crossed that don't happen in the future, because I'm gonna lose all my
Hear that, ladies and
my
gentlemen?
rep, man, is going fucking down.
Your
you know?
ego's going through the.
if we
through
have
the
any
fucking
bee
window.
farmers in the listening audience, definitely 1, bring your bees to scare Nikki, and 2, bring your honey to satisfy me.
And let us know ahead of
Fuck
time.
no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Please no. But that's the fucking
So,
phobias. That's
Nikki
the
is
fucking-
bees. Steve is buried
wasp.
alive.
I'm wasps.
Wasp, specifically
Not bees.
wasp, not bees.
Fucking wasps. They're
Hornets.
cunts. Hornets too. They
Hornets
fucking
too.
suck my
Hornets
dick.
too. They're all the same.
They all the same.
As Steve is buried alive, I'm the open water. So
What are you guys' phobias? Like, let
Let
us
us
fucking
know.
know. Because, like, everybody's got something that kind of like.
that one
Everybody's
thing
got something.
You
like,
know,
ticks you a little bit wrong, and it keeps you up at night sometimes.
and
Exactly.
if you don't know, think about it. Like
Think about it.
Think
Think
about-
I would be.
Think about it. Think about the same question I asked Steve. If there was $1 million on the line, what's the
'cause
worst
I had-
thing that
I
someone
had a
could
tough
do
time
to you?
thinking about it too, and it's not because I'm a fucking hard motherfucker. It's because I just
because
don't
he's
know.
useless.
It's just I'm a fucking dumbass.
But let us know, guys. It's a very, very interesting one to talk
It's
about.
cool. It's fun.
Accept them, but don't make them control your life. You want to embrace them and move on from them. Accept them, but like I said, they're still you're human. You're always gonna have them.
Exactly. But we got something really fucking cool to share with you guys. We this song has been featured on the latest Sick Taste Records compilation. And
One of my current favorite songs, to be
a
completely
really,
honest.
It's a really fucking badass song, and Andres gave us permission to fucking
play
Thank you.
Play this song.
Play this fucking song for you guys right now on Creature Feature Radio. So it's called Night of the Zombie Fight. It's a fucking banger. It's a fucking mosh pit song, And so yeah, we're gonna be playing that for you guys right now. So I hope you all enjoy.
Enjoy, everybody.
That was Zombie Fight by us. 5 Cent Freak Show. That's us.
So
that's one of ours.
Massive fucking shout out to Sick Taste Records for letting us fucking put this on the show.
Yeah. Definitely a banger. In my opinion.
Really happy to be playing it on the show.
You know, and we haven't played this song live yet.
No.
We're practicing, and it's a fucking it's a circle pit song. You know, it's a fucking circle pit.
We're definitely
song.
looking forward to finally being able to play it live.
Oh, totally.
Honestly, the fact that we haven't been able to play it live is truly in my eyes a sin.
It is a sin, actually, Bilo. That brings us to our next topic.
What a transition.
Ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and goblins and freaks alike, we have our next topic of fucking Creature Feature Radio is going to be the 7 deadly sins. And we want to know what your guys' 7 deadly sins are. You know we're going to fucking let you know our 7
We're
deadly
going to
sins.
talk about it.
But specifically our one main sin.
Our one main sin.
Because there are 7 sins, and I'll be damned if I can't find a reason to fit under just about every fucking single one.
I think everyone can.
Everyone does. You're not having a fun life if you don't.
Exactly.
If you don't have at least one of everything, one of everything on the menu. So, but everyone knows that there is just that one that they fucking embody as a person.
Yeah.
The one that stands out the most to you, even if you fall under every category.
But Bilo, why don't you fucking, because Bilo, you know this topic more than any of us sitting at this fucking table right now. So
I've done a lot of schoolwork on this topic.
You've done some schoolwork on this shit. So why don't you give everybody a little rundown, list them off, and fucking give some details, man.
So I'm not too sure if everyone knows this, but so there's 7 deadly sins that are actually called vices. And there are actually, for every sin, there's a virtue. So there are vices and virtues.
So what is a virtue?
A virtue is the counteracting kind of heavenly act that counterbalances the sin.
So like the yin and yang.
Yin and yang.
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
Every yin has a yang. So let's get into it. So one of the first one here I got is pride. Now pride is vanity. You know, it's the narcissism of oneself having too much pride. Yeah, it's hard to, you can't explain it with the same word, but having too much. I don't want to say confidence, because you gotta have confidence.
Yeah.
But it's that narcissistic level of you are better than people.
It's overconfidence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's that you are better than other people.
Okay.
You value yourself higher than you should, maybe,
and more than you value others. Exactly. And the virtue for that one is humility. So you need to learn a little bit of humility. You need to be a little bit more easygoing on
That
how
sounds
you,
kind of kinky.
not humiliation. Sorry, that's a little different. Humiliation is a little different. That's when you get talked down to. Humility is when you have a little bit, a little bit more even spread of your ego. It's not so big you can fit through the door. You kind of a little bit more calm.
You can
on
stand
it.
aside and look at yourself a little bit more.
Exactly, and be a little bit more. Okay, I'm just a fucking guy.
I think that's a big self-awareness one.
Yeah. Exactly, very much so. Second one is envy. Envy is the desire to have what someone else already has.
Like jealousy.
Jealousy,
The
exactly.
grass is
Okay.
always greener.
Grass
Yeah.
is always greener is exactly it. And that's I couldn't say it better myself. Grass is always greener. That is the
You
definition.
always
of
want
it.
what you can't have.
Always.
You
Thank
always
you.
want what you don't have.
It's nice
right?
to have someone smart on the show here. 'Cause that's exactly it. That's exactly nail on the
Steve
head.
fucking Morbid right here.
Steve
guys.
Morbid, that's it. So the virtue for that one is gratitude, being thankful for what you have. You know, be showing thanks to others for what you gotten instead of always wanting what others got.
So what's the next one?
So the next one is wrath.
Wrath.
So wrath is like anger, holding
yeah.
on to too much anger, wanting to get your revenge,
Yep.
justice, whatever you want to call it. The constant desire for revenge, we'll call it,
Yeah.
is wrath, anger.
Okay.
And the virtue for that one is patience, being calm, being more understanding,
Being passive.
Yeah.
exactly,
Being stoic.
exactly. Nikki, take note.
Call the fuck out. I heard that, motherfucker. I'm right here, okay?
Just a little bit. Then we got sloth.
Sloth.
Now, sloth is pretty black and white.
Yep.
You've seen a sloth before. They're slow.
lazy.
They're lazy.
You're lazy.
That's what it is. They're slow and lazy. I think everyone has a side to them that is a little bit sloth, especially maybe on a Sunday morning
I
after a
think you can say that
hangover.
for
Yeah.
all of
Oh
these.
yeah.
You
dude,
know, I think
totally.
everyone has that side of
Totally.
them. But that's sloth. It's the constant just do nothingness.
And the enjoyment from doing jack
Exactly.
shit.
The enjoyment of doing
So
that.
what's the virtue?
Diligence.
Diligence.
Getting stuff done, having routines.
Waking up with the butt crack of dawn.
Exactly.
Getting to it.
having chores, this, that, the other thing. We don't know what the hell that is at the big top, but
That doesn't exist. in the big
probably
top.
something we could all learn from. Diligence.
Okay, what's next? Are we on 6? 7? What the fuck
was
are we on now?
2, 3, 4. That was number 4.
That was number 4. Okay, number 5.
If anyone is keeping track. So greed. Greed's the next one.
Greed.
Greed's the next one, obviously. Just desire to get money, to have things, to have material objects.
Yeah.
Just wanting more. More.
I think that goes hand in hand with envy as well.
Yeah.
It's no matter what you have, you always want more. Even if you
Always.
have everything you've dreamed of, when you get to that point, you'll still want more.
Is that
Yeah.
like that Chris
Yeah.
Crocker guy? More.
More.
Always more. That was for Brittany, wasn't it?
That was for Brittany.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right, what's the virtue for greed?
Greed is charity.
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 Okay.
So giving, giving back. I mean,
Yeah.
these are all pretty straightforward. They're all, direct yings and yangs.
Opposites.
But, exactly. But charity, giving back, instead of always wanting to take, just give a bit.
Okay.
6th is gluttony.
Gluttony.
Gluttony is
Gluttony is a special one.
Why don't you explain?
Yeah, why don't I
gluttony,
explain
Bilo?
gluttony? Because I've been doing the whole thing so far. I'm definitely not sloth. But gluttony I am. And that one is just the overindulgence of food or drink or wealth and riches.
Or drugs.
So when it comes to drink, absolutely. It's drugs, it's any kind of drugs
Whatever
you want.
you put in yourself, you
Anything,
do a lot of it.
Whether it be coffee,
Yeah.
whether it be food, whether it be, overindulging in online
And again,
shopping.
this is why
Yeah.
these are all hand in hand, because this is in the same vein as greed or envy.
Absolutely. They're all
You
very
always
hand in
want
hand.
it. You always want it.
Yeah, and it's overindulging. It's that inability to stop when enough is enough, and you push yourself past that to overindulge.
And if you're being a glutton, you might also be greedy.
or you might be
Yeah.
below.
Yes, exactly.
about right.
But the thing that I need to learn is temperance.
Temperance.
Temperance is pacing yourself. Something that I
Yeah.
can't do at a buffet.
Being frugal.
Exactly, being frugal. I'm sorry.
Buffet and frugal
I can't
don't
even
go
say
hand
this
in
with a
hand.
straight face. This one especially, man. Yeah, pace
We
yourself.
all wonder what Bela Von Gacy's fucking deadly sin is.
Don't eat really, really fast and then try and shove more in before you know you're full. Don't do that. But that's temperance. And lastly, we got lust.
Lust.
Lust is desire, sexual or whatever else may it be, but it's the lust. It's the passionate desire for a person or a thing or whatever it may be, and it's the over desire where that has a controlling factor on you.
Yeah.
And to the other degree, the virtue is chastity. So saving yourself, being a little bit more respectful of yourself, and being a little bit more attentive on yourself rather than lusting for others or other objects or other things.
Okay.
Or just sticking it in a hole that
Exactly. Or putting a phallus
I mean,
in whatever hole you want. You know,
modern day statement.
exactly. You know, we're all equal here. Absolutely. You can put a phallus in a hole or a hole in a phallus. It doesn't matter to us anymore.
There's more meaning to that sometimes. That's the
Exactly.
virtuous part.
Exactly. It's whatever you choose.
But Bilo, okay, we kind of gave some
know.
foreshadowing, but
And we know.
we all know. But what is your sin, dude?
My sin is pride. I'm way too proud of the way I look. I'm so proud of this physique that I sit in my bed and on the couch for.
Shameless pride.
It's
shameless
gluttony.
pride.
It's whether it be drugs or food or drugs
Or drugs.
or drink or drugs. I am a glutton, man. I don't know when to stop. I do not have a stop. I do not have a stop button at all. It's go. It's intake and intake and intake. So absolutely. Gluttony is the one that I absolutely resemble with. Is my main one. Like I said, everyone can pick one of everything.
We all got some of everything.
And I mean,
But that defines
I
me.
think that's the thing about these sins. You know, they're called sins, but they are really just characteristics of humans. I honestly,
Exactly.
the reason we fall under every category. I think everyone sort of falls under every category depending on the severity.
Yeah.
Is because they are just human characteristics in one sense or the other, and the virtues are also human characteristics.
They're pretty much the things that you can't do if you want to get into heaven.
Exactly.
That's pretty
So-
much the things they
we're
don't
all
do.
going to hell, right?
Yeah, we're all
Like-
going to hell though, because I mean the sins are way more fun.
And where's the line
Honestly.
drawn? Like, am I a glutton if I'm gonna go get a fucking cinnamon bun? Like,
Yes.
exactly. Like, where do you draw the line?
But you know, Steve
I want to
Mormon.
crush a big ass
Speaking of
burrito.
which-
I'm gonna eat a big ass burrito and hate myself
So
afterwards.
it pisses me off that you honestly are about as fat as me on the inside, but on the outside you're fucking not, and it pisses me off.
Dude, Steve couldn't eat as much as you, Bilo. It's fucking
It's
crazy. I don't know
That's
how
why
it
I
is.
would say honestly, mine. Like, if you asked me and I didn't fucking know you, Bilo,
Yeah.
I would say gluttony.
Yeah.
But then you just trump me in every sense. Like, I can keep up with you, man. But damn, you are the champion. You're a
Definition.
You're a
Definition.
professional glutton.
Goddamn it. Professional glutton.
Bilo
I
on
like
Casey,
that.
ladies and
I say
gentlemen.
that with all the respect possible.
I love it.
And this
Professional
is why
glutton.
maybe I relate a lot of these to each other, is because they are like very similar characteristics people have, right? Like,
Absolutely.
I find greed, envy, gluttony are very, very similar to each other, right?
Definitely.
And
they all share.
I feel the same thing in that. Like, if you're a glutton, then you are envious of people that have the things that you want as a glutton, right? If you don't have them. If you are greedy, you're also... If you're a glutton, you're probably greedy.
Yeah,
right?
and you
Because
probably
I
have
want more for myself because I'm a glutton.
which
right?
and then you probably envy others, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
But what is yours, Steve?
I
What-
had such a tough time thinking about this because I'll be the first to admit I fall severely under a lot of these categories, right?
Severely.
But I would say for sure greed in some sense. Maybe I'm not. I don't feel like I am a super greedy person. Like I'm, holding things back from people.
Yeah,
But I find myself looking out for number one, which is me, a lot, right?
Absolutely,
Which can
yeah.
be detrimental in relationships and stuff, like with
Totally.
whoever, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, if I could, I would have taken gluttony, but you're the champion, man. You're the fucking champion.
Pro glutton.
What about you, Nikki?
You know what? Mine, I think you guys know this, especially.
Sloth.
We know you.
No, it's not sloth, man.
That would have been my guess for Steve, actually.
Oh, that
he
as well. That
drives.
as well, for sure.
Dude,
Sloth.
he fucking
drives,
He
yeah.
drove all of our last fucking USA tour. He
But
fucking drove that
am
shit.
lazy
Like,
as shit. I can be the laziest piece of shit in the world.
but mine, honestly, I'm gonna have to say pride. I take a lot of pride in myself, and like, I don't know. I feel that I relate to pride and wrath too. Actually, wrath is
Right.
another big one because
Right.
I have a little bit of an anger issue at some point. Is sometimes
4'8" of wrath.
no,
I'm
it's
nodding my head, I'm
5'8".
nodding my head.
Okay, you're a foot off, motherfucker. I'm 5'8". Okay, 5'8" of fucking wrath. Okay,
4'8" of
see,
fury.
and so it'd be fucking Gim. So like,
We unleashed the rage.
The wrath has been.
see, you know, it's definitely pride because I take a lot of pride in, you know what.
The only reason pride isn't coming out on Nikki right now is because there's no mirrors right down here.
See, exactly. If there's a mirror down here, I'd be flexing, looking at myself. Hey, you know, that's it.
I think before we actually got set up for this show, I think Steve and I had a long conversation out loud about Nikki, pretty much screaming at him, and he was just locked on the mirror.
Guess why? Because he was doing his fucking hair.
He was doing his hair.
I was actually looking at myself in the mirror and jerking off, guys. I'm sorry.
with the door
Visually.
open.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys can
Visually
watch too.
jerking
I know
off.
you guys want to watch me fucking jerk off to myself.
He wants people to watch
Ladies and
watch
gentlemen,
him.
pride.
Pride.
The pro at vanity.
Nick, I love you, man. Like you totally embrace it. You know you're like that.
Oh, dude. Well, that's the
And
thing, man.
It's not like it doesn't make you an asshole. It doesn't really. You just are like that, and we go like, yeah, it's Nicky, right?
It's
Like,
just-
it's like, yeah, we love him for that, right? Like,
But I gotta ask, as a, kind of a follow up to that, is there like, should we be changing ourselves?
Fuck no.
honestly,
Yeah.
like I don't think this is any structure to base your life on. Especially for the reason I said, because they're human characteristics. If you don't display any of these characteristics, something's wrong with you.
Exactly.
Let me ask you. Let me just tell you this right now. If any outcome of abandoning my sin has to do with me stopping eating like Kentucky Fried Chicken or something, you can go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
You can go fuck yourself right now.
think the
I
best
need like my Oreos for breakfast. Honestly, and shit, man. Come on.
And I don't want to get too like, but I think the best question to ask yourself is, are you happy with yourself?
And that's
And if you're happy with yourself, then so fucking be it. Like, who cares
Exactly.
about what anyone else says?
Amen.
Like,
Amen.
yeah, fucking, I don't need 7 rules to tell me how to live my life, whether that's good, virtuous, or otherwise.
You're
Sinful.
happy? Fuck
Yeah,
it.
then fucking
exactly.
go for it.
And we
Fuck
love you
it.
And
guys
don't
just
hurt
for
other
how you
people.
all are. You know?
Absolutely.
And don't fuck with other people.
Anyone who doesn't love you for you, your sins, and maybe virtues if you got them. If they don't love you as is, fuck them.
They're not worth your fucking time.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck them.
You're hanging out with the wrong fucking people.
exactly.
Find people who
Find a
love
new
you, because
crowd.
those people are out there for sure.
But we got an interesting fucking topic coming up after this, so I think a very fitting song
Very
is
appropriate
song is going to be "War of the Monsters" by 5 Cent Freakshow because we don't have anybody else's permission to play their fucking shit. So
So you get to listen to more
you're,
of us.
you're gonna hear our fucking shit. So we hope you guys enjoy.
What is it, darling?
Let's go! Let's go!
that was War of the Monsters, guys, which leads us into the next fucking topic here. I have a crazy fucking question.
About monsters?
About monsters.
No way.
Yeah. Shocker, right?
It's amazing that we just played that.
It's like we knew.
Guys, okay, this is an interesting question that has a few fucking components to it.
A few components.
A few components to it. Now,
like a toaster.
like a toaster meal, exactly. Fucking. But it is the three of us, Steve Morbid, Bilo Malgasi, and Nikki Casket, are in a triple threat. And now I think that's what the WWE calls a three-way fucking fight.
I was gonna say WWE rules, like triple threat,
WWE rules. But
yeah, okay.
But we are not fighting each other. We have a tag team partner.
We're tag teaming, okay.
That's gonna be doing all the work for us.
So we have we're like a king and someone's fighting in our honor
Exactly.
or whatever. Yeah,
Exactly.
I gotcha. Okay, yeah.
We are king fucking shit in our own world because this is our fucking own world.
it's our world.
Any monster, you mean?
So any monster, we can pick any monster to do our fighting for us, and we get one song that we get to pick to be playing in the background as it's fucking happening.
So if we're in a triple threat, though, so you just hear your own song.
You just hear your own song.
Yeah, to pump you up kind of deal.
Yeah, it's your pump-up
okay.
song. It's your monster's pump-up song.
Fuck.
Okay.
But that is what's going down.
Three monsters enter the ring. 3 songs get the blood pumping.
And one man, one freak, and one monster, and one song leaves the fucking crown king of the fucking triple threat match.
Who decides?
Everybody that's listening. Everybody that's listening, because I don't think we can fucking.
We would just say, yeah, I'd win.
Because I'd say I'd win, you know?
I'd win.
So, I don't think we can fucking referee this fucking match ourselves.
I would just let you guys fight each other and start taking bets and make all the money.
Sloth.
Greed.
And fit them all. I fit them all.
But, anyways, okay.
Does genius fall into one?
That's pride.
Right.
That's pride.
Now you're infringing on my
You're
territory.
getting on Nikki's territory. You're gonna stay away from the fucking pantry. That's my territory.
But, okay. Steve, I'm going to throw you under the bus right here.
Fucking
motherfucker.
start with Steve.
That's a crazy. So I can be any monster.
Any monster
To fight
to
for
fight
you.
one of our
Like
monsters.
a big monster.
Big monster.
big
And then they're
monster.
like fucking, I don't care if it's like a little fucking tiny monster, it's going to be massive in
but
our fucking
powerful.
battle.
Nikki has a super Wumbo ray.
Yeah, it's
And
not 5'8".
Yeah, it's
not
it's a
5'8".
Wumbo ray that Wumboizes everything and makes it all huge.
I would be the bunny from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay.
The little bunny that protects the cave,
Okay.
that rips people's heads off.
Is there a bunny that actually does that? Rips people's heads off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
People will know. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but people will
I
know.
have no idea.
I have no idea.
People
Okay.
will know.
So the small bunny from Monty Python.
But he's going to be like 20 feet fucking tall.
But
like-
huge. So a
It's
giant
biting
bunny.
people's heads off like they're fucking carrots.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
And what song do
Because
you
I'm
have?
cute. I'm real cute, but I'm dangerous.
What song would you have? What song
Okay,
would
I
you have
know
playing
I
in the
always
background?
talk about Austrian Death Machine on this fucking podcast,
Yeah, buddy.
but I'm so still on their kick.
Okay.
And I Nikki thought I was telling him, I was saying something to him, but I tried to get him to play a song earlier today.
It's like fisting. Something with fisting.
I hope you
or
leave
like
enough room for my
hands.
fist. Is an Austrian Death Machine, and I think he thought I was talking to him because he was like, he said some fucking.
You want me to spread my ass cheeks,
fucking
motherfucker?
shit to him.
Put your fucking fist up
But
there.
that's the song I'd be listening to.
Okay.
So what is it again? Without us all chatting, what is the song?
Austrian Death Machine. I hope you leave enough room for my fist.
And what is a monster?
The bunny from Monty Python that stands in front of the cave and rips people's heads off.
People will know what I'm talking about.
People who watch Monty
Yo,
Python.
I'm trusting you right now, Steve. I'm
If
trusting you right
you've
now.
seen
Thing.
if you've seen that movie, chime in
It's
and
a fucking thing.
and help. Even though we're not live, so chime in after and
Get
support
on-
Steve because we're gonna keep
Get
ripping
active
him.
in the chat. You know,
Now, okay, so that's Steve's fucking Steve's monster and his fucking song right there. ADM, that's pretty impressive. Bilo, what is your monster fighter and what is your fucking song, dude?
You know, There's a lot. I love the Monsterverse. I love Monarch with like all the new stuff they've been doing with the Monsterverse and stuff. Even I love the old Toho films, like everything. So everyone knows there is but one king.
One king.
There is but one king, and the king is not his name, but Godzilla.
Godzilla, dude.
You're just gonna go straight up with Godzilla.
King,
Hell yeah.
King of
Hell
all
yeah.
monsters, and that's the boy that's going to be fighting him. I mean, he's a walking nuclear power plant. He eats nukes for breakfast to charge him up.
There's no question. He's
like,
fucking badass.
He's the king.
There's no question.
And so
dude.
yeah, he would be in my place, and just to give me a little bit of a hard on. I get Blue Oyster Cult to come and play Godzilla. Just to round it out. Like, how could you not do that? The original, and like have the fucking big power pole so he can wreck
I know
him
you were
before.
kind of into Surge's version of that song.
It was a good version, but the original, man, come on, it's Blue Oyster Cult. You need them to fucking throw it down.
That's so awesome.
That would be mine. I mean, how would you not both be ready to fight and both a little bit,
Perfect song.
nursing a semi at that point as well?
Especially for like anyone who's into Godzilla.
Anyone who's a Godzilla fan, I think
monsters in general.
Or monsters. I mean,
it's
everyone.
Godzilla, for
it's
fuck's
Godzilla.
sake.
So.
Wow.
Nikki,
Damn.
what about yourself, man?
Okay. I've been cooking this in the back of my mind. But do you guys know the Martians from Mars Attacks?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I would have a fucking 20-foot Martian, the Martian leader. He would be my fucking boy that would be fighting for me, his fucking like death rays and shit like that. That would be my fucking fighter. And and I think I would relate to him a lot. I think him and I would
yeah.
we were
short, tiny little things
Exactly.
just that barely know how to
bigger
talk.
than they are.
But we're both 20 feet tall now, motherfucker. We ain't 5'8" anymore. That would be my fucking fighter, and I've been thinking about it.
Like the king, the one who wears the robe, or like a soldier one?
The one that wears the robe.
The robe,
like, that's my
like
boy.
the
That's my
king.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The King Martian
Goes on the
Mars Attack.
announcements and everything.
Yeah. That would be my fighter, and the song that I would have playing in the background would be no other than the Misfits.
Oh,
Mars
big
Attacks
surprise.
by the Misfits.
That's a good
Of
one.
course.
That's
I
a
need
good
that.
one.
I need
Hell
that
yeah.
song playing in the
Yeah,
background.
Wow, you guys make mine look like shit.
So now, though, if like let's say that me and Steve make an alliance, if we hacked into your system and like let's say threw on some like Earl Scruggs or something like that, does that not blow your guys' head right up right there? Country music, old country music.
Well, okay.
So that's a quick hack that we could do, and then that's the monster blown right there.
But that's not supposed to happen. I'm supposed to stand a fighting chance. You're not supposed to know how my monster dies, man.
Bunny
Like,
rabbit, really.
That's like cheating in a way,
That's true. It is cheating because I wouldn't have known coming into it.
See, well, let's pretend we didn't know
You
any
need,
of
like-
the monsters' fucking like downfalls.
I
or,
need, like, a-
downsides,
right,
you know what I
right.
mean?
That's the
They have
thing.
no upper hand.
Because if I could make like a country song grenade bomb and just throw it out and it plays a country, then yeah, that's cheating. But
Or just get Steve to sing. That's,
or just get Steve to
It's
sing.
about the same damn thing.
It's about the same thing. Well, let us know, guys. Let us know who you think would win.
I don't think any of us are standing down on this. I think we're all pretty confident in our monsters and in our songs.
But just so everyone's very, very clear, we have the aliens from Mars Attacks, who are kind of vulnerable, just saying. Just gonna
they're
say
not
that.
vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Steve has a bunny, a bunny, so great, a bunny.
It's not just
And
a
I
fucking
have
bunny. It's not just a
Godzilla.
fucking bunny.
Godzilla.
Okay, but
so
it's not just
let's
a bunny.
You're
I'm just announcing
the
them all
bunny, man.
evenly.
But your tone of your voice is
Evenly.
fucking.
No.
Fucking bunny.
Evenly. Everyone knows what
Listen.
everyone has its fair
I
chance.
think everyone knows. Everyone knows who's gonna win. And it's gonna be me.
But let us know, guys. We're stoked to see what you guys think. That would be fucking cool. Like,
Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you lasted this long,
Yeah.
we really, really appreciate
It was
you.
a lot of fun for us to just sit here and dick around and talk about some cool shit.
Been
And
a while
hopefully-
since we've been able to get
Hopefully someone
together.
did stick around.
Yeah.
Thank you.
so we appreciate that so much, guys.
Thanks for listening.
I hope all of you and all of yours are all doing very, very well through everything, and we hope to both see you, talk to you, and hear
Play
from
for you in the very near fucking future.
and hear from you.
And hear
Yeah,
from
hear
you.
from you.
Even sooner,
And I-
hear
even
from
sooner.
you.
I'd like to
Absolutely.
hear from some people and maybe incorporate that into our next episode. talk about some feedback we get.
Absolutely.
Hopefully
If anyone
everyone's
wants
still
to talk
listening.
about anything intellectual, Steve will be here. So,
He's the smart panel on this on this table right now.
Sure.
but thank you guys so much. You guys have yourselves a great whatever the hell you're having.
We may be freaks, but we're not alone. Woo! Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
You're listening to Creature Feature Radio with Ricky Casket, Bela Von Gacy, and Steve Morbid of 5 Cent Freak Show.